The Iron Will of Rahh Universe.
In the age of beauty, power, magic and miracles are the great and wonderful Aziza people. Their world is a place of paradise and adventure, a warrior society who practiced peace but prepared for war, a people so beautiful that many came to their shores to embrace their way of life. In this magical kingdom, wars were fought, politics were played and warlords built a name for themselves. It is when the magical beings had their quarrels but stayed within the guidelines of civilization. High civilization, a place where nature produced miracles and spoke to the soul of men and women. The Aziza held prestige because of their honor and beauty. They created a world where magic brought out the best in people. It was the age of abundance, family, and a grasp of what was truly valuable. A time when the Aziza, the Anansi, the Tokoloshe, and others came together in harmony despite their differences. A place where you can witness the real power of magic, where monsters lurked hidden behind the forest debris. Warriors and warlords had the gift of flight with their swords in hand, ready to execute those that would destroy paradise with wickedness and evil. A place where beautiful women wielded magic while floating in the air. A place where the great ancestors were carved in the walls of mountains and remained renowned next to riverbeds. Until the arrival of the vampires who came to colonize the kingdom and kidnap children from their homes. When the Obathio arrived, nature began to bleed. Forests began to burn and kingdoms began to fall. It would change the course of history forever. The beautiful Aziza people.
Tokoloshe.
Deep in the depths of the forest, green and red, to the underground tunnels are where the Tokoloshi dwell. A warrior society of magic and wonder, beauty and power. The Tokoloshi people have ruled their region with grace, with manipulation and many times with ruthless cunning. From sages to Ajay women to warriors and warlords, from beasts to diplomats. Neighbors to the mighty Aziza people to the south. The deadly Orcamus people to the north and the courageous Iloko people to the east. The Tokoloshe region stand firm in the west coast shores of the great continent of Alana. Home of the magical beings, where nature is the pathway to such power, where spirituality is the core strength of all magic. It is manifested in nature and displayed for the world to see. They are
Tokoloshe.
the Anansi people, direct descendants of the spider god Anansi. The warrior people who were the first to defeat the Obafio in open battle. They changed the course of history and maintained their beauty, power and prestige on the west coast of the continent of Alana. Their rich culture is filled with all the promises of paradise. The spider people, as some choose to call them, are strong in their magic and ability to create heaven. The Anansi fight when it is time to fight and build a world for their people to thrive and flourish. They established a dynasty and was prompted to build an empire based upon the miracle of the golden stool. When the vampires came to their land, they welcomed them as magical beings, but soon found out that their nature was opposite of the people of Alana. When it was time for war, they used magic, strategy to fight against the invading vampires, who came to the continent to colonize and kidnap their people. Despite their trials, the people went to war and remained resilient and strong, beautiful and deadly. They are the Anansi people.
The IWOR warrior clans.
Between the west coast of Alana and the east coast of Aladiche is the ocean civilization of the IWOR warrior clans. The great empire was born from the mother goddess Yamaya and Olukun, the chaos, creating an ocean world of paradise and beauty. Together, they would produce a beautiful merman and mermaid people who would rule the deepest depths of the ocean. They would master the skill of breathing underwater and conquer the many challenges that would befall them. In a powerful warrior society, many IWOR people were armed with only the Triton spear. A total of 13 clans would form throughout the generations. Facing dangerous beasts who could destroy them, they exiled the rebellious factions of their clans. The IWOR would come to be known as a beautiful yet powerful ocean society that governed the seven seas with strength, prestige, and courage, establishing laws that would protect those under their charge and sustain a standard of high civilization. The truly great and mysterious clans that descend from Yamaya and Olukun. They are
The IWOR warrior clans.
the mighty warrior giants of the Watusi have been a ruling force for centuries. Known as the Watusi giants, they refer to themselves as the Watusi warlords. One of the few regions that has the skill and strength to fly a fire-breathing Kongamato. Their strength is only matched by the Kilomba people to the southwest. Some of the Watusi reach a height of 8 to 9 feet tall, but the average height is approximately 7.5 feet. Their region starts from the middle of Alana to the east coast of the vast continent. Their women are beautiful, strong, and they reach the average height of approximately 6.5 feet. Their high civilization shapes the region into a warrior society that takes pride in justice. It is a fitting paradise and refuge for the warrior giants. The women play a significant role in decision-making and governing the people of the region. Some say the ruling women are all IJ women who have the gift of magic. Though one of their warring rivals is the Buddha people to the north, they usually maintain a strong level of peace. Because of a devious kidnapping, the Watusi decided to plant Venus flytrap plants in key areas to repel anyone sneaking into their region for nefarious reasons. Many great warlords would rise from the Watusi and be recognized for power, beauty, strength, and charisma throughout the continent. They are
the great and powerful Yambo people hold a position in the northern part of Alana. They are the pinnacle of high civilization, mastery, beauty, and eminence. Considered to be some of the greatest swordsmen in Alana, many travel to their stronghold to learn their arts. Magic is so ingrained in their culture that the gates of their region are guarded by an enchantment of high regard. The beautiful women of the Yambo are known to have natural magical abilities and skills. Many of royal blood are the Aja woman teachers throughout the land. Despite being a warrior society, they have seldom had to use their battle skills in warfare. Most choose a diplomatic approach to these highly skilled swordsmen. The Yambo also possess the gift of prophecy, and their stronghold is considered one of the most beautiful landscapes of mountains and valleys. When war was brought upon them, they proved to be some of the greatest strategists in the world. They are an integral part of the different cultures throughout Alana. The Yambo magical creed is to utilize the power of nature and extract magic from the core of your spirit.
Ad's people are a society of warriors who practice the magic of changelings. Their territory is in the northwest side of the continent of Alana. They are neighbors to the Yambo people to the north, the Orcamus people to the south, and the Iloko region to the southeast. Their ability to shapeshift into different animals gives them an advantage over many magical beings. Despite their advantage, they would face a major defeat against the Aziza people in a war called the Divinity Wars. It was a conflict that began because of the IWOR lake that carried healing components in its water. Many Ad's people claim they are descendants of the goddess Mama Wambu because she was a changeling also. She was known to transform into a butterfly whenever she felt the need. She would have children with the handsome changeling god Ads. The Divinity Wars was fought on the premise of having equal rights to the magical powers of the lake. Though the Aziza was victorious in the war, the odds still remained a powerful force to reckon with. Their region was still filled with beauty and elegance, establishing itself as one of the places of paradise. Secure in their region, a new people would arrive on their shores and lay claim to their name. Because of their changeling nature, the new people decided to steal their identity and called themselves the Ads. These new people could never master the magic, so they were quickly exposed as imposters. The Ads remained a warrior society for many centuries and fought against the colonizers who stole their name. Local people are the guardians of the forgotten forest and the healing trees. They are the wielders of natural magic and maintain serenity for those they are assigned to protect. The healing trees have fruit on their branches that can heal a person from internal wounds. The properties are so strong, they can heal someone who is on their deathbed. The forgotten forest has talking trees that convey wisdom to those fortunate enough to cross their path. The Iloko people are a warrior society who emphasizes duty and honor over individual achievements. It has been hundreds of years since anyone has attempted to wage war with them. Their unified creed would make it difficult for any army to defeat despite being surrounded on all sides. All magical regions seek the aid of the Iloko when their people are injured or near death. However, there is a toll for every person who seeks counsel in the Forgotten Forest or healing from the healing trees. There is some kind of price that one must pay to contribute to the Iloko creed. If it is one-on-one combat or wielding magic that energizes the forest, some form of sacrifice is given to show there will be no misuse of what is given. Their power is hidden in nature and what surrounds their domain. They not only embrace nature, they embody it. Relying on its power to radiate through them, they are a force to be reckoned with. They are the Iloko.
Scorpion people are descendants of the war god Orcamus. They combine the danger of scorpions with their creed of magic through the example of their great ancestor, a warrior society that believes in the strict discipline of their craft. The women also possess the scorpion magic, but they utilize the sorcery side of power. They use their powers to heal and rehabilitate their injured warriors. Some of the greatest warlords come from the Orcamus region. They are called the Scorpion people because they raise them to be pets, immune to the sting of a scorpion. Many say they are distant cousins to the arachnid people, the Anansi. Though both Orcamus and Anansi mastered magic under two different arachnids, it is rumored that they are brothers. Their lineages remained on the west coast of Alana. However, Anansi remained south, while Orcamus traveled north. The Orcamus region is considered small in comparison to other regions. Yet, this does not take away from the power they wield. When the vampires arrived in the Orcamus region, they chose to assimilate instead of kidnap their people. The poison from the scorpion blood was killing too many. They may not have the numbers like other regions in Alana, but they have the strength and fortitude to keep their high civilized status. They are the scorpions of Orcamus.
Though the Quilomba people are considered small in stature, they make up for it in pure strength. They considered the strongest people in Alana. Many are the size of dwarves, but they carry a culture that emphasizes raw strength and power. The Quilomba people are far south of Alana, and the only region farther south is the Kepri. Many use the symbol of a bull because bulls are known to be very strong. The Quilomba once had conflicts with the Watusi giants until they made a truce and competed in games against each other. It was considered righteous competition, and it developed camaraderie. The shortest people in Alana are competing against the tallest. A natural warrior society, the vampires very seldom kidnapped any of them. The women are even considered stronger than usual. They take the boys at the tender age of 7 and begin their combat training. they are taught how to carry heavy loads while still performing their duties. This rigorous training is only matched by their southern neighbors, the Khepri. The Quilomba has a rich history and culture of beauty, power, elegance, and magic. Their illustrious landmarks include architectural beauty, monumental waterfalls, pyramids, and epic art. They are a welcoming people who will open their arms to those who seek refuge under their protection. There are many powerful kings and queens with magical gifts and powers that are considered a wonder throughout the world. They are the Quilomba people. The Buddha people are the warrior changelings who have redefined warfare and self-preservation. Their region is located to the far east of Alana. They have had a major conflict with the Aksum Lion people for many generations. The conflict stems from a woman being stolen by the Buddha people and becoming a royal courtesan in the Aksum court. It was considered an insult to the Buddha royal families. It is also the fact that lions and werewolves/hyenas are natural rivals in the animal kingdom. The Buddha people are gifted with the changeling magic, but they can only turn into werewolves or hyenas. Their magic is a special kind of skill that has carried them into their warrior culture and creed. Before the arrival of the vampires, the Buddha people were made aware of their coming by a prophetess who lived in their region. A group of rebellious Buddha people decided to prepare for this future conflict. They snuck into the Watusi territory and kidnapped a number of their women. The plan was to produce babies who could turn into giant werewolves. It eventually caused a major conflict that was eventually resolved when the kidnappers were brought to justice. The Buddha people's culture is not just a warrior society, but it is also home to monumental masterpieces. Artistic landmarks are scattered throughout their region, making them a people of high society and civilization. Their beauty and prestige make them one of the premier regions and magic systems in Alana. They are the Khepri warlords are the hardened battle warriors of the southern plains of Alana. Wearing blue battle armor like the blue beetle or the scarab beetle, they are known as the sons and daughters of Shaka the king. Their warlord culture makes them live a life of discipline and preparation for combat. Their armor represents their battle-hardened way of life. Even some of their women train in the arts in order to stand with the men during warfare. They live by the principle, if you stay ready, you won't have to get ready. The Khepri don't only celebrate combat culture, they are also a society that thrives on beauty, honor, and glorious pastimes. The legendary monuments represent their eye for architecture and art. Despite having a strict regimen, the Khepri still know how to have a good time through music, magic, and dance. They are distant cousins to the Watusi giants and the Quilomba people. They invited the vampires into their territory for novelty. However, it eventually became a problem. The king always has the blood of Shaka and the ancestry of the great warlord. The women are beautiful and can host magical abilities and miracles with the best aged women in Alana. Their high cliffs and wide plains make their territory a prime location for beauty, passion, civilization, and discipline. When the Khepri sound off the battle cry, most will want to broker peace. They are not only birthed in war, they are the sons and daughters of warfare itself. They are. Powerful Aksum Empire is located to the far northeast of Alana. They are a changeling region where the royalty turn into powerful lions. Their rivals are the Buddha people to the south. The Aksum people boasts the title of being the only Alana region that was never colonized by the vampires. Several vampire covens tried, but none ever succeeded.
who don't go, the waits those who dare.
Their warriors are strong and powerful, while their women are beautiful and gifted with various skills of magic. The politics that arise after one of their great emperors dies changes the landscape of the Aksum Empire. His death would lead to many feuds among the royal family. The line of succession would be tested repeatedly, causing an instability that would last for years. Despite their trials, the lions of the Aksum Empire remain resilient and determined. Their warfare tactics has kept them secure in their region and strong in their magic. Miracles tend to follow the lions and lionesses and keep their paradise righteous and just. They are the lions of the Aksum Empire.